It's Mike Bear with Free Speech Media. I'm here in Whitby, Ontario. How did you enjoy the Jordan Peterson talk tonight?
I really enjoyed it. As a young guy getting into the world of politics, I really, in a way, look up to Jordan Peterson. I like the way he articulates his points. He's very good at getting together an idea or thoughts people have and presenting it in a way that everyone can understand and to convince even people that think contrary to him. He can convince them or at least help them see the light or see the truth of it. So I really appreciate that, and I really like listening to him and learning from him.
Yeah, we came here to see Jordan Peterson. I really enjoy watching him. I like how he articulates his lectures and how he debates. I think he's very inspiring as a person, and as a young man getting into politics, like Nick said, he's a very good person to look up to, especially since I personally do not have. I agree with a lot of his opinions. I don't think there's a single opinion from Jordan Peterson that I do not agree with. I think the way that he debates, it's strong, but he's forgiving. Even if you're in the wrong, he's forgiving. He doesn't just try to beat you down and make you feel terrible. Like a lot of media.
He keeps it factual.
He keeps it factual, and in the end, he's a psychologist, and he knows a lot about how people act, and I think he's just a good guy.
About this group that you've started and what's happening. What are the goals of the group? What are the values, and what's happened to you guys?
Yeah, so we're Save Canada. It's a student-run organization. We started in Halifax, Nova Scotia, actually, with a couple of college students out there. So it started as a organization to help the homeless people, feeding them and whatnot. And then shortly afterwards, the mandates rolled in, COVID mandates, mask mandates, all that stuff. And so we had a small platform, so we started using that. And we expanded out to Ontario. And we were doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But really, our first call to fame was the student walkouts we had. So it started at Opiongo High School, and students walked out against the vaccine mandates, the mask mandates, all the government overreach involving the COVID-19 crisis, as I like to call it, and then it expanded, it shot right across Ontario and into other provinces as well, Nova Scotia, and many big schools had a good turnout for the walkouts. And we stepped up in the Freedom Convoy. We were involved in a lot of different activities there. Behind the scenes, again, working a lot.
Oh yeah, Save Canada, it's a call to action, especially for the youth. Trying to get the youth to stand up, be strong and free like we're supposed to. And it's teaching everybody that it doesn't matter who you are, you can stand up and you can fight. It's, we do everything we can to convey that message.
Our most recent battle was against males in the female washrooms. So I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but females, they've completely degraded the wall dividing males and females. So in schools now, males are allowed in female washrooms and female dressing rooms. It's making a lot of females uncomfortable. So our organization decided to use the stage that we have to make a stand against this and to stand up for what's right, to stand up against the gross ideology that the school system is forcing down the throats of the students.
So you've seen the recent controversy with the Oakville teacher. What do you feel about it? What's going on? What do you think of what's happening here?
Well, with the Oakville teacher, I'm not entirely clear what was happening there, because I know at first I was appalled at what was happening, but then I read further that he was. It seemed like he was trying to play the system into trying to get a chance to sue the school board, because I know he was in trouble earlier on for too much masculinity or whatever it was. So I can't comment too much on that. I'm not entirely clear the situation on that, but yeah. Well, I think it's really important that the young people start standing up. The people that are awake they do have a stage and they have a voice and they have to stand up for what's right, because the youth right now are just being absolutely brainwashed by the system. It's brainwashing them, building them into almost not even human, a weapon for their ideology. And it's time for the youth to stand up against it.
You raise a really good point. Now, why are people so obedient? Why are it seems like most people are so willing just to accept the narrative and go along with what they're told?
Yeah, well, I think it's it's almost human nature. Like, if you're standing in a crowd, the easiest thing to do is to do what the rest of the crowd is doing, right? But that doesn't always mean it's the best thing to do. So the people that are able to have the strength to stand up, they have to start standing up against that, and they have to start pointing out the falsehood within the narrative. And
well, yeah, it's a call to action for everybody, especially in Canada. Stand up. There's a lot of followers out there that are waiting for people to stand up for them, but it's strength in numbers, and the Canadian people need to stand up and show that they're ready to fight, because the youth is the future.
Yeah, so you can find us on Instagram at save.canada.army, and our website is savecanada.army. We sell hats, flags, different attire. It all goes towards our organization to help fund our events, PA systems, all the different expenses that come with running an event. So.
Yeah, and then I've got media too, Captain Canada _06, and that's just pretty much all around Instagram, Facebook. I document what's going on in Save Canada and other things that we go to. And try to spread a positive message of the Freedom Group. So